Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and this is a property I bought last year. This is what the property looked like when I first bought it, so you can see what kind of condition it was in, especially the outside areas. And this is a property we recently rented to a church, and the county has come and said we were not supposed to rent it to a church because of a site plan that was completed in 2014. And this is an instance where I would love to talk more about the details, what happened. We had a meeting with the county. I've talked to an engineer about it. But the smart thing to do is to not talk about all the details and different things so as to not make other parties angry with me, I guess. And this is kind of why I had done a poll, asked people about starting a membership for the channel where people might have to pay a small fee each month, where I can post more details and more information on some of these videos, and where the county and cities won't be able to watch them, or probably won't be able to because they'd have to pay, and then I think I might have more control over who can watch those videos as well. But I haven't decided to do that yet. We'll see. But in this instance, it would sure be nice to be able to say a lot more, but I'm not going to for right now. So the big issue here, this is the property when I first bought it. We we cleaned it up first, cleaned up a ton of it, rented it to a diesel mechanic, rented it to an auto detailer. It had another vacant space. It used to be an event center for many, many years before I bought it, and we rented that to a church. All those uses are allowed in the zoning. Didn't think there was any issue. And then the county had seen one of my YouTube channel videos. They said that. They flat out told me they saw a YouTube channel where they saw we rented one of the spots to the church. And they said that's not allowed because of a site plan from 2014. Now, I knew the site plan was here when I bought it. It's very crazy what the site plans look like. Here's one page of like 12 pages. But it was done for a truck washout. The previous owner wanted to make a truck washout out of the property. He never did it. Never did the business. So I wasn't sure we had to abide by every single thing in that site plan since it was never done. But that site plan says you can have vehicle repair, mechanics, some storage, warehousing, and a grocery store. So apparently many, many years ago where the church was used to be a grocery store. And basically they're saying the only use for that building right now is some kind of retail sales like a grocery store, or you have to come through, completely redo the site plan, change everything. Here's that building right now. And that can be quite the process. And then there's also some drainage issues that they said there's on the property. They said those need taken care of. There's landscaping that needs to be done. A lot of different work on the property. So we're trying to figure out the best route and how to go through that and figure out what all needs to be done. So that's where we're at right now. Had a meeting with the county. Then I had a talk with an engineer who actually did the original site plan. He was really cool and nice, and hopefully he can help us out with it. But he did enlighten me in the saying some of the work was done for the drainage, which is really good news, but not all of it. And then he had some other thoughts. So I'm supposed to meet with him in person here pretty soon and go over our plan here. So we'll see how all this goes. But that's the short story of what's happened. And we'll show you a little bit of new footage here too. Here's actually the neighbor's property. And ironically, the engineer who did the site plan for this used to work in this building for another engineer who unfortunately passed away, then sold the property, sold again. But this one right next door to me is where Billy lives. He doesn't really rent it. We aren't sure exactly how he got into the property, but we haven't seen him or his dogs for a while, so we're hoping he's okay. But interesting how this property looks, and it's looked like this for many, many years. And we're just hoping that he's all right, because we haven't seen Billy for a while. Billy actually broke into my property once because he said he was starving and needed water, and it was a weird situation. We called the police, and they got him some help, and we bought his dogs from dog food. But he's actually a pretty nice guy. But yeah, we have not seen him for a while, so I want to shoot that video just to see exactly what all his stuff looked like so I can compare it later on, just in case he hasn't moved or done anything for a while. Anyway, in the back there in that yard, a French drain was supposed to be built. So that was actually done, according to the engineer, which is really good news because that could be very expensive. Here's where the auto detail place was. And we have someone who wants to use it as a car dealership, but we're not sure we can get that approved because of unless we redo the site plan and ask for many more approvals, but we'll see. But along with the French drain, we're supposed to have some other weird retention ponds built and different things for drainage. And then they told me that some weird things for the vault were made. Some drains were done. So you can see some drains were done. Septics were put in. A lot of work was done here. But then I guess not all of it was done. So we're trying to figure out exactly what needs to be done after that. And then, yeah, this is a crazy... I think this was put in for the truck washout or something. Not sure exactly. But there's a lot of weird stuff here. So hopefully the engineer can shed some light on exactly what's going on there. But we don't want a truck washout. Here's what the big building looks like where the diesel mechanic was before they moved in too. So meeting with the engineer, hopefully we can revise the site plan. Maybe we won't have to do as many of the drainage things that haven't been done because there's not a truck washout. We're not sure there. We might have to put in ADA bathrooms for the church that moved in. We'll see. It has 2 bathrooms, but I don't think they're quite big enough to be ADA. And then we'll see if there's anything else that they'll require us to do. But we have to do a whole new site plan or amend this site plan, I guess, to allow more uses for the property. And it just seems weird that they did not have more uses for the property when they did this site plan. And it's been so long since this site plan was approved and the property was used as an event center and had some other uses as well before that. And yeah, Billy actually flooded our property too when he broke in because he left a water pipe on. So, I mean, I guess Billy's kind of a nice guy. Anyway, so that's where we're at on the property. We'll have some more updates. Love to hear your opinion on the membership thing. I know people don't want to pay for different things. I've tried to keep YouTube, have interesting free content and not base it on money or what gets the most, shock and awe as so many other YouTubers do. But it really is affecting my business now and impacting my business where the county and cities are watching my videos and then I don't know if they're mad at me or annoyed at me, trying to, nitpick everything we do or if it's just happenstance, who knows. But that's the property. I really like this property and hopefully we can get it kind of up to the county's standards and what they want without too much work and money. But we'll just have to see how all of that goes. All right. Thanks for watching. Love the likes, love the comments, love the support. Just love to hear what you think and be back soon.